All right, thank you, Elias. National County Government Month is celebrated each April by the nation's counties to raise public awareness and understanding about the roles and responsibilities of county government. This year's theme is Counties Moving America Forward. The keys are transportation and infrastructure. Joining us now to talk about Bernalillo County's involvement in Public Information Officer, Larry Gallegos, joined by Jarvis Middleton, the Deputy County Manager for Public Works. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having us.
So, first of all, I didn't know that there was a month that, April National County Government Month. Which is pretty exciting. I mean, it's something that a lot of times we take for granted how much our county officers do for our community. Mm-hmm. So tell us about this month and why it's celebrated.
Well, the National Association of Counties sponsors this month every year, and again has a theme like you mentioned before. Mm-hmm. And it's so a lot of times people know what's going on in their city, mm-hmm. but not in their county.
Right.
In an area where, like Albuquerque, where the city's a big part of the county, but people don't realize the county is huge. Yeah. It goes way beyond north, south, and the whole East Mountain area is all county. So that's areas that we handle as far as infrastructure, transportation. Right. So every year we have a celebration of counties, mm-hmm. and there are 3,069 counties in the United States.
No kidding. Wow.
And people don't realize, I mean, it's funny, if you look at like a big weather map and they start breaking it down by county, you realize some states have just, like Texas just,
yeah.
They probably have 100, but just by
yeah,
a couple hundred by themselves.
Texas, yeah, sure,
but
absolutely.
So all these counties across the country are celebrating County Government Month with various projects that have going on.
So how is Bernalillo County celebrating? What are we doing?
Well, what we're doing, we've got a couple things. Facebook and Twitter, we're sending out a county fact of the day, and basically letting people understand that here's some of the projects that we've been doing, a little bit. And I think part of that too is that taxpayers want to know where their money goes. Mm-hmm. And we're able to show them, we're going to be showing them this month where their money goes. And also we're going to have a nice list of about 10 of the biggest projects we've had going on the last couple of years, and that's on our website at www.bernco.gov.
Okay, that's great. And, we're fortunate enough here in Tucasasta, we check in all the time with Bernalillo County, the Bukeke open space, all the great open spaces, Bukeke right near my house. I take advantage of that all the time. So, Jarvis, tell us a little bit about how Bernalillo County is moving America forward, because I think it's important. As you said, we often take for granted, we don't think about what's happening in our larger community. So it's important to know exactly how Bernalillo County is helping move America forward with progress. So what are we doing?
Well, a lot of things that we're doing in Bernalillo County are on the cutting edge. One of the most important things that we're proud of is what we're doing on Alameda Boulevard, which is an adaptive signal program, which allows the signals to actually look at the real-time data and decide for themselves how to move the traffic forward.
Anyone that has been stuck on Alameda in rush hour traffic will greatly appreciate that, believe me.
And we've seen like a 20% increase or decrease in the time that it takes a person to get through the section in which we put this adaptive signal in place. And so we're working with the city to expand it into the city up farther out to the west.
Oh, wow, that's great. That's great. So in addition, you get a lot of stuff going on. We're going to talk a little more things about transportation. But I also understand, as you said, you're sharing some factoids about Bernalillo County. So what are some of the interesting things about Bernalillo County that we may not know at home?
Well, you know what? I'm only going to read this because I forget these things. We have 731 miles of road that the county manages over the course of every year. And we've got 2 dams, 23 bridges, 47 parks, and 79 county-owned building projects or housing projects. So there's a lot of stuff that we have going on that we're maintaining year-round. And so that's why it's important for people to understand these things. Potholes don't fill themselves.
Yeah.
The huge projects we've had for water and sewer, they don't happen, without
some
the
things
hard
are
work
going
of
on with that. A lot of times that is Bernalillo County that's taking care of it. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, so obviously we've got this map here right in front of us because we want to talk about, obviously the theme being transportation and infrastructure. Jarvis, you said that you're adding these adaptive signals on Alameda. What are some of the other things going on?
Well, one of the biggest projects we've got going on is in the South Valley, which is the South Valley Flood Reduction Program, which our graphic will indicate that we're trying to take the water that's in the low-lying areas west of the river down to the south where it can get into an elevation of the river.
So now, just so we can understand that, if we can maybe get that back on, so the green image, is that what we're talking about?
Yes, what we're talking about is a program that starts up just north of Bridge and goes all the way down past Gun Club. Which allows us to be able to take the water from the flooding areas in the north down to the south, and it's a $23 million program over several years. We finished phase 1 and phase 2. There are several programs that are waiting on funding further out in the future.
Sure, absolutely. That's always the case, is waiting on the funding, right?
And again, one of the great things about this is that people now have been taken out of the floodplain. So flood insurance rates drop. So it really helps the average homeowner to see that lower rate in their insurance by not having to have flood insurance.
That's fantastic. Well, you know, so obviously Bernalillo County, you guys doing a lot of stuff, you know, just on the upkeep, the maintenance, and the day-to-day things that we fortunately don't have to think about in our metro area, and it's because of all the great work that you do. Plus, guys, again, I encourage you, get out, enjoy the open spaces that Bernalillo County has to offer. But Keki, absolutely one of my favorite destinations for my little girl and I to take in some sightseeing and just the beautiful weather. So guys, for more information on how you can get in on what is going on with Bernalillo County and what they're doing to celebrate National County Government Month, head over to casa.com.